We are joined now by a member of the January 6th committee, Congresswoman Zoe Lofgren. Welcome.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming in this morning. You watched that. We obviously saw some minds that were changed by the hearings, but a recent Monmouth poll found that less than a quarter of Americans are paying attention, and 90% of those say the hearings have not changed their minds. Did you go into this believing you could change minds?
Well, we went into it trying to do our job. We were assigned the task as a committee of uncovering all of the facts about the 6th and the events leading up to the 6th so that we could report on that. We hope to do it in a way that is accessible to all Americans. And I think, some people have heard us. More than 55 million people have watched some part of the committee proceedings, but in the end, it's an obligation to do our job that is motivating us.
And late Friday, your committee subpoenaed the Secret Service for
Correct.
Text messages that you believe were erased. The Secret Service, and those were from January 5th and 6th, the Secret Service said that was part of a planned system migration, and none of the messages were pertinent to the investigation. Do you believe that's true?
Well, you can imagine how shocked we were to get the letter from the Inspector General saying that he had been trying to get this information and that they had, in fact, been deleted after he'd asked for them. We did get a briefing from the Inspector General of Homeland Security, and then there was a statement made by the spokesperson for the department saying that, it wasn't true, wasn't fair, and that they, in fact, had pertinent texts. So we thought, fine, if you have them, we need them. And we expect to get them by this Tuesday. So we'll see.
And just all the text messages?
We need all the texts from the 5th and the 6th of January. I was shocked to hear that they didn't back up their data before they reset their iPhones. That's crazy. I don't know why that would be. But we need to get this information to get the full picture.
And what could be the final hearing is on Thursday in prime time. It's focusing on Donald Trump's actions on January 6th. We've heard Liz Cheney say what he didn't do
Right.
that day. But do you have specific evidence beyond that for what you have called dereliction of duty?
Well, I'm going to let the hearing speak for itself, but we hope to go through minute by minute what happened, what didn't happen on that day, and people can make their own judgments.
And the committee also talked about possible witness tampering with a potential witness getting a phone call. Will this week's hearings back up that claim at all?
I don't think we're going to go into that in this hearing, but we do think it's highly improper for the former president to be calling witnesses and making them feel under pressure. That's not the right thing to do.
And Committee Chairman Benny Thompson told reporters the committee is still discussing possibly trying to interview Mike Pence or even Donald Trump. Have you not decided yet? Everything is still on the table. When will you make that decision?
We will make it in the appropriate time frame. This investigation is very much ongoing. The fact that this series of hearings is going to be concluded this Thursday doesn't mean that our investigation is over. It's very active. New witnesses are coming forward. Additional information is coming forward. There are things that we are looking at still. And so those discussions will be very pertinent.
So you could have another series of hearings?
Well, I'm not suggesting we will or won't. We will, and we've indicated this, we will have a report this fall, and whether we have, a public unveiling of that, that's yet to be decided. But we will have a summation, an interim report, and then a final report later this year.
And the Department of Justice obviously does not have to wait for any criminal referral from your committee. We've talked about this a lot over the last couple of months, but has there been a decision whether you might make a criminal referral?
We haven't made that decision, and likely we won't until we've more or less completed our investigation. There's no real legal process for the so-called criminal referral. It's essentially just writing a letter to the Department of Justice saying, here's what we think. And we might well do that. But the DOJ should be looking at all of this, doing their own investigation. And obviously, we are cooperating with them on certain matters at their request. But they are the ones that make the criminal charges, not a legislative committee.
You talk about when your investigation is over. Will the investigation, do you believe, be over by the midterms?
Well, I can't say for sure because it depends on, what comes in. Frankly, if the president's supporters had not engaged in frivolous litigation for months on end, we would be farther along than we are. But we are going to plow ahead and get our job done, find all of the facts, and then lay all the facts out for the American people.
You talk about the Department of Justice and looking at criminal referrals and things such as that. Representative Thompson said the Justice Department has only asked the committee for witness testimony over the fraudulent electors. Do you think there's more the Justice Department should be looking into?
Well, I do think that there's a much broader plot here. I think that's pretty obvious. I would not want to tell the Attorney General how to conduct his investigations, but I will say this. They have subpoena power, and they have a lot easier way to enforce their subpoenas than the Congress does. So I presume that they are looking at everything. I would hope so.
Thanks so much for joining us
You
this
bet.
morning. Good to see you. And a programming note, David Muir will anchor live coverage of Thursday's hearing at 8 o'clock Eastern, right here on ABC.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.